Hello and welcome back. Well, I did a little bit of research on the clown one.
No point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that cheese.
And I found out I walked right past what I was looking for.
Put a stop to them. If the sword was
Then you saw the giant metal monsters guarding the 10-day on the road.
Let that be the end of it.
Somehow, we start clearing outsiders from this refugee camp.
Why were these particular red caps caged?
Soon the bastards ran under us. Fortunate incident involving a child's fingers.
They attacked a child.
We won't need to.
You should have killed the little monsters.
They'll run for the damn hill.
The child was poking and prodding them while they were trying to work.
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
Junks and magics for sale! Mostly bloodstain free! Clown Man is dead. Oh well. Want a treato? Yes! I has lots of stuffs. Just for you.
I'm definitely going to have to come here to my other playthrough so I could get this, because I'm playing as a barbarian that just throws stuff.
Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon. Get your shinies and Fritos!
I need a quick word.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding dribbles?
Nose was as crooked as you
Every sale, Papa said
He was simply in
Thirty.
To draw any attention.
Papa sells good things!
Wonder if gods are watching me. At the ready.
Oh, darling,
Get your shinies
don't forget
and
that
Fritos!
Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly.
Found only in the...
Oh, that was strange.
All right, I shall. darling. He was simply in denial.
Come! See!
Yeah, I think that's all the pieces in here.
Less than a bump.
How many
Refugees traveling
What's the
alone.
harm in one night?
Stupid enough to
Think of it. Actual bed. Pillows.
My dad said I'll send anything.
White ring is the last thing you have.
We should do the same.
the guards. We're not getting past that. I'm sure a piece of mind.
I know, sweetie. Have patience. We'll be safe in the wild.
Let us talk to him. Please. If you could just...
Our readers.
We have the
outraged.
Duke's full support. For the good of the people.
This is front page material.
Take it somewhere else.
Who am I supposed to talk to?
Great headline.
Outsiders.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
I don't know when the last time I saved was. Oh, here we go!
Please comply now, citizen.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads! Confuses me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his
You seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
That might be worth a look.
Here we go.
We should return for the ceremony.
Ready and willing.
Gale, do you have knock?
With ease.
I've got a long road ahead. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind, part of me will miss it.
I will not. It is our chance to start.
There's blood near the bed. We need to find a way forward.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
I don't.
Ooh. Sent to camp. To be fair, if I didn't look it up, I probably would have found this place just because I saw there was a door up here and tried to fly up here.
Pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
Seafood here.
I won't have a word.
God of the... Sir. Good, sir. Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
Rich gods. Should have dumped a lot of scouring places like this behind.
When you met the drought.
Here goes nothing.
Give me strength.
I mean,
Open your mind to new sensations.
Spoon.
Why are you in here?
Sorry.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a
on his leash. Game.
Okay, F5.
But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Now where the hell's that dwarf?
It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. The salutation. How dare you? Of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling. You oaf. It is you. Most definitely not anyone else. Oh? Oh dear. A dwarf, you say? Fion. One of Mamselle's girls from Chares's Caress. Been gone for a 10-day. Smiled as wide as the wide, but twice as sunny. You don't suppose the murderer? Oh, goodness no. It's too horrible to imagine. Horrible hells. I better lay low. Lower than low. Under low.
Oh.
Just nervous, but don't worry.
Holiday keeps the absolute away.
I've got him all.
It's wet, it's salty, it stinks of the sea. Try the catch of the day.
Let's just keep going forward.
Maybe something from the Velveteen Elixir. Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
Dante's dancing axe. The Harper's safe house Jahira.
The dancing axe? Where do you see that?
How else was I supposed to see the optics?
To feel her fingers grip yours in purity. Good. Let them see you taking charge of the pleasure of your death.
I don't see it.
We settle on the Gondians and Gortash invented them.
I got it. I got it. Thanks.
Okay, where the fuck's the front door?
Sizes or prices.
I wouldn't mind a dancing axe of my own.
Welcome to Danthilon's Dancing Axe. Our stock isn't used. If you like. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthal. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harpers. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. You too, I'd wager. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Thank you. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
You are not Jahira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no? Do you know? I took her face, but she died before I could get her name. I wonder what Orin plans to do with your face.
Our cover's blown. The messy way it is.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Got it.
Let's finish this. Got to concentrate. Have to keep going.
Incoming.
What now?
Oh, it has to be an ally.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Let's end this.
Poor fucker.
More of Oren's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder? On my way. Something's on my mind.
Thank you. A Harper code. Meant to be used for doppelgangers, imposters, things like them. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Right. Equal to the High Harper. You can give her my report, then. The others... they're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet. Until we started to ask about the Rashomar.
Rashomar, a native of Rashomon, the far eastern land known for its wild inhabitants and the witches who rule them.
The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomar, they do not want him found.
Something good here, I hope.
They really should have sent something a bit better than doppelgangers. So in my experience, I think actual changelings would have done better. Sure, they need training and stuff, but doppelgangers don't need that for sure, and doppelgangers are usually easier to produce. Until they change their form, they're kind of useless, for the most part. At least in my own experience. Especially when you accidentally kill them. Talk to the Mamzelle. Chris.
What? By the Morden Summon's curlies went on down there? Of course they bloody did. Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by. I don't care much for your timing, but I like your gold well enough.
Horns of the Berserker. He would gain bonus to initiative and take 1 less bludgeoning damage, but he would lose his dexterity saving throws and checks. Okay, that's a rapier. Do we still have that black diamond on us? No, but let's see what else we can find. Oh. I completely forgot I picked up a barrel. Studded leather armor. Yeah, it's worth it.
Your father bless you.
Alright, we still have the body parts on us. Why does a hand weigh 8 pounds?
I'd love to, thanks.
Sorry about that. People have been calling us for a while and they're asking for someone that does not exist here. Seeking Blood, you gain +2 to attack rolls when attacking creatures that are already taking damage. Unarmed and melee attacks will deal an extra 2 damage as long as you don't have your full health. If you don't deal any damage this turn, you take... Ooh. You keep the browbeaten, just because it is actually better.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Still, it kind of sucks that people haven't learned to stop calling when no one's answering.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut
The librarian doesn't play with her whip on a fork.
Caress is caress. Also has.
Such
should speak up.
coursing through my brain. A weary traveller, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fion slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
I know what, we're just gonna leave.
That doesn't make any sense.
You will when you've met the drow.
I got it. I got it.
If any of us would be
Imagine seeing your watch your power up for the first time. My heart flutters at the thought.
I'd love to see one of them in a fight.
Okay. Jaheira, we got some bad news.
Well, are we ready for the road once more? Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach, separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Mince of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
I fought alongside him in Neverwinter.
But few know of his fate, I think. I had hoped to keep it that way. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. But that is still the fundamental fact of it. Before we ever heard of this absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
But what about Boo?
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Oh, back into trying to get into the lower city. Here we go.
Man, breathe. That watcher sent him flying.
Did you see how far that watcher threw me? Do you not like it? 10 lengths. What does it feel like?
I can't believe you tried to climb up one, you madman.
How else was I supposed to see the optics?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
How about we settle
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course, of course. My Steel Watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash.
Please
We shouldn't
make your
have any
way
more
to the
trouble from the
audience
guards.
chamber.
Hell, not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without altering stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Chamber. That's why nothing's gonna
happened to us.
The house was on
We'll
fire.
tell them what happened.
We were rescued.
And we'll be home in no
I
time.
spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire.
Let's see what this does.
Is this the right way to go?
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is
Meaning that in
expecting
the
you.
games of generals and
Please
dukes.
make your way.
Wait a minute!
What happens next?
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Gortash is expecting you.
I'm ready to start just blowing stuff up at this point. Gale.
Always at your side.
Even the venerable Harpers are compromised by the Absolute's poison. A grim turn of events, but one we must take in our stride. I question the wisdom of that. I'll be here in...
The Harpers have been compromised. A balancing power now unbalanced. Jahira's support has been invaluable. We should return it in kind. That's the...
What's inside?
Okay, let's get you geared up. You're not a drow.
Defender of the people. One move ahead. Just a peek.
Okay, let's see what weapons you can get your hands on. Oh, you can use Sorrow. Use Skybreaker. You can also use this mace. You don't deal acid, and you don't deal poison. Closest you do is necrotic. He can use Moonlight Glaive. Let's give you those. But still, what weapon? Okay, do we have any rings that might be effective for you? Shapeshifter's Boon, no. By the looks of it, that's a negative.
Can't give up now.
Oh, let's go and buy him that rapier we saw.
Lord Baldur is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience
Have you seen the
chamber.
tieflings at the south gate?
Lord
What's your
Baldur
gripe with
is
Seluna
expecting
anyway,
you.
Shadow?
Please make your way to the audience
She betrayed her
chamber.
sister and ruined the balance of things. Imagine turning on those who love you for your own glory.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience
If any of us would be so imagine seeing your watch.
I want to have a word.
What do you need?
But you don't sell any rings.
Your father.
The pride of the gate.
Yes, but they were
We're shopping for a suit.
the inventor.
Dinner with my parents. Remember?
Such a bargain. We can't return it.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Lord Gortash is
Yaza.
Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Around us.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
The audience chamber is expecting you.
Not as exhausted.
Go on up. Pay Gord.
Here we go.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
I'm taking no chances.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colorful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Your clothes suggest otherwise.
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
This one I do want to succeed, so...
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. He keeps his word, I keep mine. We will rule as one. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hells?
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute god. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny. And we are saviors. Defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault.
But here's the bigger problem. When the three of you eventually die, what happens then? Everybody would be turned to mind flayers. Seems kind of short-sighted.
More importantly, just. Now, come. Be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is? I guess I didn't notice till it was too late either. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Is a Baldurian truly free when he fears for...
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
Oh.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids, but beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
The true Ravengard is still clinging on somewhere in that mine. It might not be too late for him.
Have we finished then?
Just in case something bad happens when I select this first one.
Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Floric must be locked up somewhere. Assuming she's still alive.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready?
And if the Steel Watch can't protect us, what then?
Precious hero liberated them from one.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. Like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
She's your patron.
I couldn't even fathom a guess. Though, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. Let's make camp when we're able. Mazora will be waiting. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
If you want my guess, she probably wants to get you back under a contract, a closer to fully binding one where you can't easily escape from.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Yes.
Are the gods truly this petty?
But now, as we are about to go to the lower city, I think I'll call it there. And in the next episode, we'll start off with a camp. And then we'll go to the lower city. Till then.